Hello, YouTube land. Welcome back with another haul video from the Comic Book Ninja. And this video I would like to call my mega haul video because I have some big books, grail books, as some would call, mega grail books. But first I want to start off with this series that I picked up recently called the Atlantis Chronicles. If you haven't heard of it, it's basically the origin of Atlantis in the DC universe, leading all the way up to the beginning of Aquaman. This series came out in the late 80s, early 90s. It came out in 1990. It's a 7-issue series written by the great Peter David. This is probably the best series never to be ever collected into a trade paperback or hardback collection. It's fantastic. I can't praise this series enough. It's got action, romance, wars, political intrigue, surprises. It's got everything that you can want in a comic book series, and it's told. Each issue is told from an Atlantean historian from that period. Each issue covers a period in Atlantis' history within the DC universe, all leading up to the Aquaman series that Peter David would write afterwards in the early 90s. And the art by Esteban Murado is really good as well. I highly stress that you, if you have a chance, pick this up. It's a fantastic read. I mean, I had this series back when it first came out, and I loved it then, and I sold it off, and I picked it up again and I read it again. It's just unbelievably great. Again, it's got everything leading up to the beginnings of Aquaman up to that point. Again, the Atlantis Chronicles. If you see it, it's pretty cheap. You can find it on eBay for really cheap. I can't believe DC is not collected this series. It's just unbelievably fantastic. So if you have a chance, please pick it up. That's my recommendation for the day. Now we get to the rest of my pickups, and like I said, this will be a mega grail haul. Nothing but grail books. So let's get to business. And the first book we have is Brave and Bold number 34, which is the first appearance of the Silver Age Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and with the fantastic art by Joe Kubert. It's a pretty nice high-grade copy. 7.0. I consider 7.0 and up high grade. Next we come to an interesting book, Foom number 10. And this is the actual first appearance of the new X-Men. This came out before Giant Size X-Men 1 and X-Men 94. And if you're not familiar with Foon was a fan magazine published by Marvel. It was only sent out to subscribers, and inside it showed a preview with some art of the new X-Men. And it's an oddball little find. If you can find it, you can find it on eBay. It's going for some bucks now, but it's a cool book to have. Foom number 10. I wouldn't say it's not a comic. It's more of like a magazine, a fanzine. It was published by Marvel and only sent out to subscribers. I wouldn't officially. It's not the official comic book first appearance of the new X-Men, but it's definitely their first overall appearance, and it came out before X-Men 94 and Giant Size X-Men number 1. So you can seek this out. It's a pretty cool book to have. This one's in pretty nice high grade. Foom number 10. Next we have Hulk 180. Very nice copy, with one big exception. There is a bug had eaten right through. There's a little hole that goes right through the whole book. But other than that, it's a pretty nice 7.0, 7.5 copy of Hulk 180. I paid $75 for it. Did I overpay for it? Please let me know. I think it's a pretty good deal because it's the first appearance of Wolverine, his cameo. For $75, I think it's okay. Next we have Incredible Hulk 182, third overall appearance of Wolverine cameo, and it's the same thing happened. It's the same with the 180. There is a bug had eaten through. It's a little tiny hole that goes through the entire book. I don't know if you can see it. It's right underneath the H. It's like there. But other than that, it's a really nice 9.0, 9.2 copy. I paid only $25 for it. I'd say it's worth it for $25. Pretty cool. Next, we have Incredible Science Fiction number 32. The beautiful cover by the late great Jack Davis. This is a really nice. I'd say it's like a fine plus copy. It has a little bit of color touch on the spine here, but other than that, it's really nice. I'm happy to have it. I think I've mentioned this before. I don't mind a little, if the price is right, I don't mind a little color touch on books like this, especially Golden Age books, EC books like this. Great cover, one of my favorites, Jack Davis. Next we have Submariner number 42. This is the last Golden Age appearance of the Submariner before he reappears in the Silver Age in Fantastic Four number 4. Timely ended the Submariner series in the late 40s, and then they brought the Submariner character back in the mid-1950s when the company was called Atlas Comics. You notice there's an Atlas logo there. This is an Atlas Submariner comic. It's got a cool Bill Everett cover and interior art, and I like Submariner, and I think this is a pretty cool book to have. This is his final Golden Age appearance. Atlas also brought back Captain America and Human Torch for a short run too, before ending it and coming back in the Silver Age. This is a nice high-grade copy. This is like a 7.5. Sorry for the glare. Next we have Weird Fantasy number 12. Nice cover by Al Fieldstein. Love these covers. Weird Fantasy number 13. Another Al Fieldstein cover. Bit of a water stain there, but otherwise it's a really nice copy. Weird Science number 13, which is in fact the second issue of Weird Science. Number 12 is the first issue of Weird Science. Flying saucer cover.